There you have it. It's me, Ivan, again. And the topic of today's video is what are the benefits when you do the game the proper way. So I'm going to tell you right from the start what is the game and what are the benefits if you start doing it the proper way. Now, what does it mean the proper way, to do the game the proper way? That simply means to say what you think. To say what you think to a girl on the street, randomly meeting her. And what is wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with that? For example, you see a gorgeous woman on the street, you run, you talk to her, you stop her, you say, hey, I just stopped by to tell you that you're a gorgeous woman. Now, when you do that, if you think about it, you just said what's in your mind, what's in your heart, what's in your soul. And there's nothing wrong with that. However, this is not the politically correct, this is not the proper way to do it, this is not the proper way, this is not the proper that. You know, like, it's supposed to meet this woman in a special event, through a corporate meeting, through some social circle, and that is like totally bullshit. That is totally fabricated reality that you probably live in, you know. So here I am to tell you the benefits of doing the game properly. It means you say everything that you feel right on the spot. You see a beautiful girl on the street, you stop her and say, hey, wait a minute, stop here. I'm Ivan. I came here to tell you that you're a stunning woman. And actually, I like your dress. It speaks about your style. So, that is one totally natural thing. But why? Why the society? Why your parents? Why your teachers? Why your gurus? Why your bosses? Why everything is designed, and why everybody is telling you not to do so? I'll tell you why. Because they don't do it. Because they are not doing the most natural thing that can happen to a man. And the most natural thing is when you see something beautiful to say, hey, wow. Now let's think about cars. I've been in car business for a while, and there are some cars and there are some other cars. There are like some cars that I'm driving now, it's like a okay car, like a regular normal car, not so beautiful. But there are some cars that are like stunning cars, like awesome cars, like I don't know what to say. You may think of a Lambo, I'm thinking about something else. I'm thinking about Cadillac Eldorado or Coupe de Ville, or I'm talking about Lincoln Continental 1977. And I actually had the privilege to buy and sell these cars to other people. And like, wow, man, I'm going to tell you about these cars. I'm going to tell you one little story. Once I bought a car that was 19, I forgot, it was an old retro vehicle. It's called Lincoln 5th Edition Town Car. And I was ready to export this car to Europe, and I just accidentally parked the car because I didn't have a place where to park it. So I parked it around my house. Around my house there was like a bus depot with a lot of drivers, a lot of bus drivers, believe it or not. So anytime I went to check the car, how is it, you know, it's like, is it in good condition before I ship it to Europe, there was like 10 guys, 15 guys, they're just bus drivers and talking about this car without me. And I'm like, wow, look at that. These guys see this beautiful car. It's a very luxury car. It was luxury back then. It's luxury still now. It has this leather, white leather saloon, like real leather. When in the 70s and in the 80s, when everything was real, like from real materials, real metal, real wood, real leather, everything was so real back then. So these guys was just talking about this car, talking, and one of the guys, he actually requested to buy the car from me, and I told him, hey bro, this car is already traveling to Europe. It's just a matter of time for me to bring it to the container in Newark. But don't worry, bro. I'm constantly shopping these cars. I can locate one for you. If you like it, I can buy it. I can sell it to you. I can make like $1,000 or $1,500 on the top of it. Or you know, if you want, you can find me. You can give me like a finder's fee of $500. I'm charging $500. But now what is really striking, that these guys was talking about this car, and this guy actually approached me, and he was trying to find out how much money I spent to buy this car, because he wanted to have an idea of how much should be expecting for such a car. Now, why this doesn't happen when guys talking to a woman, or guys talking to amongst themselves about a woman? Like, why they don't do that? Like, if you understand the analogy, what I'm trying to tell you here, a beautiful car and a beautiful woman, but two completely different behavior. When it comes to a beautiful woman on the street and 10 guys around this woman, everybody is like, what I'm gonna do now? Hey, let's talk about this. Hey, look at this bitch. She has a bitchy face. Oh my goodness, if I'm gonna kill her, I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do in bed with this woman. You know, and all these guys, they are talking about this woman, but they're just talking about the woman. Why nobody goes and tell the woman, hey, you're a gorgeous woman, you know, let's do something together. You know, I'm a straightforward guy. I came here, I have the guts to tell you that you're beautiful. I can throw you some compliments about your shoes, or about your makeup, or about your hair. Wow, you are so gorgeous. What is wrong with that? Yes, but it does not happen. There's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't happen. You know why? Because the society, your teachers, your parents, your gurus, all these people, like, let's say, call this the matrix. And if you start behaving such, in this way, if you start totally voicing your opinion about the world, you know what's going to happen with you, my friend? Most of the people would say that you are crazy, that you are nutcase, that you are abnormal. You know what? They're the wrong one. If you start doing that, if actually, let's think about this world. Let's think about the new, brand new, brave new world from Aldous Huxley. Let's talk about this brave new world. Let's imagine just for a second that everybody is voicing their opinion, and it's saying what is exactly on his heart, on his vision, on his mind. That would be a beautiful world. But why nobody doing it? I'll tell you why, my friend. It's a secret. It's the biggest secret in the matrix. Because everybody is afraid to do so. Everybody is afraid to voice his opinion. Everybody is like trying to tiptoe and try to somehow get the side way. Now I'm going to give you an example. You know, the example is this. You see a beautiful car on the street, such as, let's say, let's go with the old-fashioned car again, retro vehicle, Cadillac Coupe de Ville. And you see this car over there, and you talk to your friends, wow, man, look at this car. It's like, and then the owner shows up. The owner shows up, and it's totally natural for you to go to him and to say, hey, bro, how much is this, man? That is totally natural, you know? And the owner of this car will be actually proud to say, hey, bro, I spent $10,000 or $15,000. Look at the condition. So now the guy will start justify why he spent $15,000 because he's proud of his car. But most of the people would not even go and ask the price, you know, because asking for the price is not the right thing to do. Or, you know, in the corporate, I was shocked when I came here in America. I was shocked. I was trying to be duped into this matrix. You know, they try to tell me, oh, you know what, there are a few things you should not ask. You know, for example, you should not ask people how much money they make. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Why should we not? Is this like some kind of Illuminati secrecy of who, how much makes and for what? You know, it's like totally fucked up, you know? But why is it that? Why is this rule? The rule is very simple. So you don't have to compare yourself with the other guy, or the girl should not be comparing herself with the other girl if she's more beautiful, right? So in a man world, it's politically incorrect to go and to ask somebody, hey bro, you work like a plumber, what is the average like a plumber make? Like $26 an hour or $46 an hour or $150? But no, when you get close to that plumber, let's say you get close to that plumber, he is not like some random dude on the street. Let's say this guy is some of your social circle, and slowly and progressively, it's totally natural at some point to pop the question, hey bro, by the way, you know, now I'm working as a barista, and I've been thinking to go to these classes because some friends of mine told me that, hey, plumbing, it's a good job, it makes a good money. But what does it mean it's a good money? Can you tell me how much really you're making like a plumber? That is totally natural, right? If you form the question this way. But why is it not natural to ask these questions right away? Why is not natural? Why is not natural to go to a woman and to just tell her, hey, I think you're a beautiful woman. What's up? How's it going? You have a boyfriend? You know, like get these things out of the out of the equation before you waste your time with this girl. Because what really happens is when guys approach girls, that's the usual story. They like go and they try to be cool. They try to show some value, how they are dressed, how much muscles they have. And they talk to this girl, and the girl is not interested in these guys at all because she has a boyfriend or whatever, or she's married. And these guys waste like 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Sometimes they waste a couple of days. And then all of a sudden they find out that this girl is totally not interested in this guy because she has a boyfriend, or she's a married woman, or she's in a relationship, or because she has like 5 lovers already. But you are just a fool. You didn't ask for this information up front. Why you didn't ask this information up front? Because it's not socially acceptable. And what is socially acceptable? It is all that is wrong with the human kind. Nowadays, 2019, I'm here to burst your bubble. All these preconceived rules and all these rules by the matrix are actually making you asking the wrong questions. These are not truthful questions that you actually want to ask. So now I'm here to start the actual part of this video. The actual part of this video is what are the benefits when you start doing the game the proper way, with confidence, with a little bit of fun, with a little bit of flirting, with a lot of teasing, with a little bit of nagging, and with a little bit of teasing and more flirting. And you know, what is it, the real benefit? When you start doing that, I will tell you the real benefit. The first one benefit is because the woman that you are talking, she will not be confused. You will not confuse her. It will be totally clear why you are there. For her, it will be totally clear. So she will make her decision right there and right on the spot. If you're truthful with one person, like for example, if you put them in that frame, hey, I'm a cool dude, I believe I'm a cool dude, I'm okay looking guy, I'm not like super tall, all these excuses that you have in your head why you should not approach girls. Oh, I'm like too fat, I'm too slow, I'm too this, I'm too that. All these societal ideas, these bad memes that are designed actually to fuck up your brain so you don't have to go and express yourself to the world. That is so vicious. That is so sinister, right? All these rules by the society imposed on you, stopping you of expressing who you really are. That's what it is. So now the benefit is this: when you go above, when you get the level of game you deserve, when you get to the upper level of the game, which is you are being totally honest, totally truthful, you come from authenticity, the benefits, first of all, you're gonna win a lot of time. Because if the girl is not into you, if she has some of these mental blockages in her head, you know, she will immediately voice it. It's gonna be, by the conversation, by the way you carry the conversation with her, you will see that you don't fit her, or she does not want you, because you are truthful and authentic, and you give this authenticity to the girl with a little bit of sense of humor, with a little bit of teasing and flirting. And if you are not her guy, you will know this in an instance. But this will be just the first girl, or the second girl, or the fifth girl, or 10. We call this rejection. I don't believe in the rejection, because rejection is just simply you're not matching with the personality of that girl. Like, for example, if you are into a gorgeous girls, you have to project certain behavior, right? You have to carry yourself in a certain way. But if you are not authentic, you will never get these gorgeous girls. If you are into cool girls, they don't necessarily have to be beautiful, they're just cool girls. You know, they have like all these piercings and tattoos and all this cool stuff, and they have their hair made special way, and they have their outfits completely different than the regular standard girls or the gorgeous girls. You know, they're just different. They're cool girls, right? If you are into these girls, and if you try to pretend that you are a cool guy without you being a cool guy, they will sense it. You will have this authenticity. But if you are an authentic cool guy, and if you meet this girl, they will be instant click. Because you don't have to give her all this bullshit. You don't have to game her like so hard. You just go to her and say, hey, I see you have a cool tattoo. I think you're a cool girl. Let's chat. Let's go grab a coffee. Let's go to Starbucks. It's around the corner. You know, let's go and talk. Now, if you come from that frame, if you are that authentical, if you are that honest and that straightforward, something will happen. The girl will be like, most likely, wow, cool guy. Nobody ever told me that. You know why? Because really, the reality is very few guys do that. I will tell you who are these guys. These are first the pickup artists that they don't give a fuck, you know, or because they have a lot of training and they realize that the matrix, how the society operates, so they have this kind of like new in the matrix. They see through the matrix, so they say, okay, if I go and tell these things to this cool girl and I'm actually a cool guy, something will happen. They know something will happen because that's how things works out of the matrix, not in the matrix. In the real life, this is a real life, my friend. In the real life, things should be authentic, things should be straightforward, things should be honest. And you should be honest. You should not give a lot of gimmicks to these girls, you know. So just be authentic, and the benefit will be, first, you're gonna cut a lot of time. You will not waste your time with girls that you will not have sex with anyway. You will not waste your time with that special girl that it's supposed to be your girlfriend, and you will not waste the time with that special woman to be your future wife. This will not happen, because when you are authentic, you know. And what is the biggest problem? What is the biggest problem in nowadays society? Because most of the people have fake values. I would say that, you know, where these fake values are coming from, you know, from the society, from the TV, from the bullshitters in the media, from your education, primarily from your education. You are trained to be put in a box and to do that particular thing. For example, let's say if you're a plumber, I'm going to give you the plumber example. If you're a plumber, you got to be a plumber, you got to do the plumbing, it's like this way, that way, you cannot think out of the box. So you're made in plumber. If you're a computer guy, just do the scripting, but it has to be just this way. Zero creativity, zero this. And the more narrow you go, the more specialized and go in one trade and profession, the more you sink in this matrix kind of grid, because the matrix does not want fully developed people. The matrix does not want people that are doing their job as a full-fledged human beings. They just need them like a robots. If you are good in scripting, for example, you gotta be like extremely good in scripting. If you are if you're a stand-up comic, that's all you have to do. You cannot have other hobby like, going out on the street and meeting women. That's not true. That's not good. That's what the matrix will tell you. Or if you're a corporate guy, like a lawyer, it's the law only in your family life, which sucks anyway, because it's fucked up. Because your wife, most likely, if you're a lawyer that has a wife, your wife, it gets to you or agree to become your wife mostly because of your money. That's what really happened. I'm here to, it's not for who you truly, really are, just because in the mind of this girl, it was another idea. It was sold, look for a lawyer, look for a doctor, look for a CEO, look for this, So the women go around confused in the world, looking for money instead of looking for men, the realities. I'm just telling you the realities. This may sync with your mind, or may not. If it does not, if you don't believe what I'm telling here, you should leave the video right away. That is not a video for you. Or yet, you have not developed your sensitivity or skills or knowledge or intelligence to be fair with you. Your intelligence is not up to the level to see through this matrix that I'm seeing here. So anyway, these are benefits. When you are truly authentic, for example, at your approach. And again, I said in many of my videos, the way you start, it will be the way you continue. If you start with the fake identity, oh, look at me, I'm this business guy, I'm doing business here, I have a coffee shop there, I have a company over there, or I run X amount of people, that is not you, my friend. That is your fake identity that the society or the business world gave you, and now you are proud of this. I'm not saying that you should not be proud, but when it comes to women, this is only a minute part that they are looking for. They are actually looking for a successful man. Successful means anything you do it the proper way. And when you game women, you should be doing it the proper way. And the proper way is be straightforward, be open, be honest, less bullshits, more direct. I'm gonna say more authenticity in your game is required, because the benefits of being authentic are irreplaceable. You're gonna have a lot of sex, my friend. You're gonna have a lot of sex. If you get married, let's say you approach a girl on the street, and if this happens to turn into a marriage, you're gonna have the most beautiful marriage, because in the very beginning you came from a point of authenticity. There was no fakery. There was no like trying to put yourself badges on your shoulders like, hey, look who I am, I have this Lamborghini, or I have this house, or I have like this mansion in the Hamptons. If you start with that, guess what? I can guarantee you 100%. The woman will come with you. She will take advantage of all your accomplishments, and most likely will cheat on you with some other guy who will approach her authentically, and he will be just say, hey, this other guy will come at your wife later on, and you will not even know about it, because the guy will be very authentic with this woman. Hey, what the fuck you doing with this jerk? that he is all about business, he has all these things, but he doesn't take care of you. Let me take care of you. You know, let's go some let's go do some massage, you know, like sensual tantric, just me and you. Yeah, that's what the guy will say. And this woman will be like, wow, who the hell is this guy? He offers me tantric massage right on the street. But yeah, that is saying when you are totally authentic with your desires towards a woman, she feels it. She feels, because women are very well designed to feel this fakery. No matter what you're gonna say, a woman is 100 times better than you feeling who you are. So there, maybe 1% in the population on this planet Earth that are men, and then they first meet a woman, they can stay in that frame of total authenticity. And the benefits for these guys are tremendous. They have most sex, they have most relationship, they have the most beautiful family relationships in the future and stuff like that. Because they come from really who they are, from their authentic, from their core values. They don't have to fool anybody, they don't have to fake anybody, they don't have to play any kind of fake game. Now, in many occasions and in many of my videos, I say there's no better game than the real game, and that is the game of life. Now I'm going to tell you about hypnosis. I've been into hypnosis field for the last 15 years. Licensed hypnotist, NLP practitioner, and I found out something, you know, like I know a lot of hypnotic inductions and techniques and NLP trickery, but I will tell you, there's no better hypnosis and there is no better approach in hypnosis than in the real life. The real life is the biggest hypnosis that we experience. So now, sometimes you just have to point the way things are and you will hypnotize a person. You just have to state the obvious. But the problem is that most people don't see what the obvious is because they live in this fake world. They are so confused, they cannot see what is it in front of their eyes. There is a beautiful woman on the street and they don't even see it because in their mind, they live in their mind. You know, like, what I'm gonna tell her now, how to approach her, what's the best approach, how to... Come on, man, just go tell her, hey, she's beautiful. Hey, you gorgeous. I show up here. I just wanted to tell you that. That's how simple it is. If you have this vibe, you know, the woman will immediately respond. You will say, wow. That would be her expression. Wow, you're the first person that... Oh, sometimes when I go like this to a woman, they tell me, oh, wow, you made my day. I'm like, really? I made your day? And I say, why is that? And they told me because, you know, they go authentic right from the start, you know. Couple of weeks ago, I saw like a super stunner, like a super gorgeous woman. I went to her and I say, wow. I'm like, I haven't seen such a beautiful woman for so long. And she was like, wow, you made my day. And I say, why? And she went completely to reveal herself in front of me in the first 10 seconds of the conversation. And she told me, oh, because I was so much trying to be beautiful this morning, I spent 1.5 hours to put my look together. And I say, but for me, like for a man, that was like fucked up and no good. So I say, but why would you do that? You're so gorgeous even without makeup. It's like your beauty is like so natural. And you say, oh, because I'm now meeting people for a corporate meeting and I have to be this presentable, and I know that the beauty of a woman works on a corporate meeting. So I was like, wow. She told me everything. Like, she told me her deepest secret in 10 seconds. She told me that she wanted to impress other people in this corporate meeting, and that's why she put so much effort. But I just simply stated to her, I just saw her on the street, and I ran to her and I say, wow, I haven't seen such a gorgeous woman for long time. And she was like, wow. So when this becomes natural to you, you will only attract women that actually likes you. So that is such a big thing. I cannot stress the benefit of that. I cannot stress the importance and the benefits of that. Like, for example, most of the girls, when you approach them on the street or in the bar or anywhere, they are also socially conditioned, so they have to play certain game. But if you play the game the proper way, if you are authentic and straightforward and truthful with yourself and with the girl, you're gonna cut a lot of this bullshit. You will give her the opportunity for her to tell you, okay, you are not my type of guy right away. I don't want to deal with you. You're gonna sense it. You're gonna feel it. If you're authentic, she will be authentic with you. She will be actually shocked that you are authentic with her. Why is that? Because most people are not authentic. Most people are fake. Why they are fake? I hope you're not fake. I hope you're not fake. I hope you are listening this video. If you are listening this video to this is like 31 minutes here. If you are listening this video, it means that you are intelligent person. That's all it means. And you are intelligent person probably from the 2 or 3% of the population that is actually trying to develop himself. You are probably watching this video. It sounds like a boring video, I guess so. I don't know. Maybe it's half boring. Maybe I repeated a lot of stuff, but I'm repeating a lot of stuff because it is very, very important. The repetition is the mother of of hypnosis, right? So I'm repeating these things to hammer it in your head for you to understand the benefits of playing the game the proper way. And what is the proper way? Be authentic. Say what you really think. Don't hesitate. Too much hesitation. You know the rules of the pickup artist, 3 minutes. Oh my God. I was listening a couple of days. I was watching videos, and you know, by the way, my primarily source of information is YouTube, because I can find anything. I can find quantum mechanics there on a very high level, like in the Royal Institute channel. If you know what I'm talking about, there is like a channel of the Royal Institute. You can become a scientist almost, like listening these guys. So I listen a lot of these guys. So one guy, I heard the pickup artist, like complete schmuck, but he claims to be a pickup artist, and he came up with this rule, the 60-second rule. And I was like, really? First of all, this guy, I don't wanna bash anybody. I don't wanna, but just think about it. If you're gonna be like tinkering in your head for 60 seconds, how to approach a woman, you're done, man. Is just, even 5-second rule is not working. Even 3-second rule is not working. That should be like your instinct. That should be your instinct. Like when I see a gorgeous woman, I don't think like even 24th of a bazillion, whatever, like a particle of like a neutrino of a second. I don't even think. I just go. Because that is the most natural thing for a man to do. But most of the men are not real men. They just like, they are so brainwashed by this whatever red pill, blue pill, whatever they trying to sell you, whatever kind of pills they try to sell you. You know, most of the guys are not even like, they have to concoct like 60 second. You have 60 seconds to think about what is natural as an instinct. And this guy is now opening classes for pickup, to how to teach women and how to teach guys to approach women. And I'm like, wow, please don't go to this guy. please don't go to this teacher, okay? He will teach you how to not to be a man, how to be like a total, like a scientist in your own mind, what kind of strategy to approach a woman. That's like totally stupid, you know? Anyway, I don't want to sound like bashing somebody here, but the reality is this. What is the most natural thing? You should you should adopt it. You should be like totally instinctively honest with yourself and instinctively straightforward, honest with the people you are talking. It's not even girls. And trust me on that, if you are in any kind of business environment, that is one of the qualities that will not bring benefits in the beginning. But in the long run, you're going to be wonderful in business or at your job. You will be known for the guy that is actually have the guts to voice his real opinion. Not very good for the corporate America. There's like a lot of schmuckery and schmickery and snickery in the in the corporate world. But if you sustain, if you are enough honest with yourself, and if you voice your opinions on these corporate meetings or in the team, you will soon be known as the most attractive guy. Most of the people, you know, after the meetings, they want to be coming and approaching you, and they're going to say, what do you really think about that? What do you think about that? Because they will know that you are the only guy in the team that actually has the guts to voice authentic, real opinion, not something to seduce the boss or to be liked by the team or to, you know, like, hey, I think this is how we should do it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't have the technical skills, or maybe I don't have the management skills, but that's my real opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm not ashamed to voice my opinion, even though maybe wrong, you know. But authenticity will guarantee you good life, my friend, you know. And since thousands of years, you know, like the ancients and the knowledge of all these centuries has been coming down to one little phrase, like, know thyself, know yourself better. So how can you know yourself better if you cannot state your honest opinion, even in front of yourself? Even if you cannot state your honest opinion to yourself, in front of yourself, how can you do that to go to approach a gorgeous woman on the street? That ain't gonna work. But if you learn that, the benefits will be tremendous. You will live authentic life. You will have not to hide your opinion. You will have to not to silence your opinion. You will not have to live by the society or the plans or the opinions of other people. And that is the most dangerous thing that can happen to a human being, to live his life for the opinions of others. And let me tell you the truth, they don't give a fuck about you. Nobody really gives a fuck about you, and you will learn this the hard way or the easy way. If you listen to this channel, that would be the easiest way, you know. I'm gonna bring your awareness to that fact. You know, most of the guys to their, even their 40s, 50s, 60s, they are never meeting themselves truthfully. They never was man enough to stand in front of themselves, to look themselves in the mirror and to say, okay, this is who I am. You know, that's the biggest secret. Know yourself. Know yourself. It takes tremendous effort. You have to meet yourself on a daily basis, my friend. You have to meet yourself on a daily basis. If you cannot meet yourself on a daily basis, if you are not honest with yourself, if you are not authentic with yourself, there's no way you will be having the power to be authentic with other people, especially the opposite sex. So there you have it. If you like this kind of talks, this came a little bit more philosophical, but the benefits of doing the game the proper way are tremendous. You will live authentic life. You will have a lot of cool girls in your life. You will have cool family. You will have cool woman. You will have everything that you desire if you master the game to be authentic with your game. If you have a friend in need, if you have a man that is struggling with women, and if you are at the end of this video, it's like 40 minutes video. Wow, what a rant. If you have somebody you can help, if you have a colleague or a guy that has problems with women, refer this channel, refer me to this guy, and send him the link of this video, send him the name of my channel, send him my name, tell some good things about me. If you are at the end of this video, that means a lot to me. And it probably means a lot to you. This is like 40 minutes. That means your focus is so good that you can focus for 40 minutes of what I'm talking about here. And help a friend, help some man, send him this video. That's it. Enjoy the show and play the game of life authentically.